in a chaotic world. Things change today within nanoseconds. How do you negotiate? What is negotiation? So negotiation, as we see here, is the attempt to influence or convince someone. It can be with a smile, it can be with a gun. I was born and raised in Jerusalem, Israel. I would consider myself as a professional negotiator, which is a profession as itself. Although I am a lawyer, I do not practice law. What I do is when people, entities, companies, individuals, governments have some issues that they feel that it is taking them off balance, they sometimes refer to a professional, such myself, and I usually share with them methods and approaches that may help them negotiate better the situation. Well, first of all, I would like to share with you the 5 levels of negotiation. This is the very basic, what we call the ABC of negotiation. There's a huge variety of it can be between him and her for some event or crisis that occurred in the family, starting there through community situations that in a neighborhood or a ministry. It can be which is mainly my work is around commercial and business situations. Many times I'm approached already after there's a huge crisis. Everybody's ready to go to court. And even then, we find ways to reestablish trust. Giving the right tools and time, people will come up with the solutions that are suitable for their reality. Part of my work is working with hostage situations and high-risk situations like this. I'm also a member of the think tank of the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force Hostage Negotiation Unit, for over 10 years. I had been involved in many situations that was clear that people's lives are at risk. I combine academics and practice. I teach in universities, I do a lot of training, and by doing this I learn a lot from my students. I keep my mind fresh, as we say. So it's all about self-awareness. It is a profession. I hope more and more people will realize that negotiation is not an outcome of your experience or intuition. It's something that you should be able to think in a structured way. We don't lie in negotiation. We don't manipulate. Also in hostage situations, I will never lie. They used to say once that negotiation has to do with a 3P, PPP, which means purpose, process, and payoff. And I usually say that negotiation, it's PPP, which means prepare, prepare, prepare. And crisis negotiation, from my point of view, is all about constant learning. It's all about keeping on gathering data, although the bullets are flying around, and although I'm a negotiator, my role is to see if I can save as many assets as possible. I think what brought me to this work would be the idea that my mother is Yemenite from Yemen, as my father is from Germany. I think living in Jerusalem in a secular neighborhood which is very close to a very religious neighborhood, living in a neighborhood which was from one side very poor and from the other it was the most richest people in Jerusalem, almost the most richest. So living all your life in a dialogue of contrast, having to negotiate. But I think the most important thing that brought me to this profession is my great curiosity to people and to how they think, and to understand, because of living and being raised in Jerusalem and Israel, that there are so many different opinions which are all legitimate. And it's really curious, and there's always a way somehow, there should be a way. And I think in over 99% of the situations I've been involved in, we had found a way to combine those differences. So I think I bring this quality of patience, listening, asking a lot of questions in a respectful and authentic way. My father used to ask me, when are you going to bring peace to the Middle East? That was his wish from me.